Hey guys, Dr. Berg here. In this video, I want to share with you the most common cause of a B12 deficiency. But let's just talk about what B12 is. It's an essential B vitamin that you must get from your diet. And what it does is it makes these little things called nucleic acids, which are the foundational genetic material for your cells. So basically they make the foundation of red blood cells, white blood cells, and myelin. What is myelin? Myelin is the outer covering of your nervous system, and it allows the conductivity of nerve impulses to travel. When you lose myelin, you have all sorts of electrical problems, pain problems, nerve problems, pain, MS, all sorts of things. So that's what happens when you're deficient in that. But you can also become fatigued, pale, memory problems, dementia, Alzheimer's, neurological issues like peripheral neuropathy, even with like that's foot pain or hand pain, anemia. Kind of you're completely, there's something called pernicious anemia. I'm not going to get into that, what it is, but it comes from B12 deficiency. But most B12 deficiency does not come from necessarily the diet. It comes from the stomach not being acid enough, low stomach acid, okay? Because it takes a very strong acidic stomach to absorb B12 into the body. And a lot of people have a problem with the pH in their stomach. Normally a pH of the stomach should be between 1 and 3, which is really, really acidic. The way you know you have a low stomach acid is you have acid reflux, GERD, gas, bloating, because the stomach is needed to be able to close the valve, digest protein, absorb minerals like calcium, iron, all these different minerals. 1/3 of everyone over the age of 65 has a B12 deficiency, but they all also have a low stomach acid problem. So it's a really simple solution to fix a big problem. So what do we recommend? Apple cider vinegar, okay? Apple cider vinegar pills, or just go ahead and start drinking it with your meals with some water, with a little straw, and that will create some really cool changes for a lot of people just by adding that one little thing in there. And you don't even need to take more B12. You can just go ahead and acidify the stomach, and a lot of things clear up, and you start to absorb B12. So it's a real simple solution. Now, to build the stomach acid, you also need certain healthy salt, like in sea salt, because a lot of times when you're low in sea salt, the acid goes down. Also, you need potassium. It comes from the vegetables. So you need potassium to build the acid, also iodine. So you do need these minerals as well. So if you're taking antacids, or you're just eating poorly, or you're not taking enough minerals and eating healthy, you will lose the stomach acid, and then you start having a problem with this. So it's a whole chain reaction, okay? So go ahead and plug this in as far as to fix this and see how much better you feel. Write your comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book, more extensive, called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting, I talk about the 10 fat-burning triggers and blockers and fat-burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.